Oh, his voice is on its way out today, so don't mind that. All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to your quick stretch. Make sure you pin me so that I am. We are going to come down onto the floor. Make sure you have some space. And we are going to take some time to relax and stretch. So come on down to the floor and find a comfortable position. It doesn't have to be underneath us. I like to start in a nice little butterfly position. Or you can sit just cross-legged, whatever is more comfortable. From here, I want you to just come into a nice posture. So our shoulders are down and back, and our core is pulled in, and we're just going to bring our chin down to our chest. And we're going to start with our neck and give it a nice light stretch. Remember, when stretching your neck, you want to be very gentle. And slowly we are going to rock our head side to side, keeping our chin down to our chest. From here, we're going to take it all the way around to the right side and bring it into a nice big circle. We're going to go 3 times in each direction, but let's go right first. Bring it back down, chin to the chest, and then to the left. 3 more circles. Really take your time with these. Think of your neck like a clock and try to hit every hour. And when you're done, bring your chin back down to your chest. Take a nice big breath in, lift the chin. We're going to bring it over to our right side, looking over our shoulder. Back, center, over the left. Back to center. Going to bring those arms up. Hands up. We're going to bring them in front. Close palms together. So we're really just going to start from the top of our body and just make our way down. So I want you to bring them in, squeeze, same thing, open nice and wide, pull those shoulders, keep them down, and bring them back together. From here, we're going to bring those palms down nice and flat. And if you can, palms to the back. Doesn't need to be straight down. We don't need to get to here. We just want a little bit of that rotation. Okay, if your shoulders sound a little crunchy, I know mine do. We don't want to force it. You just want to have that range of motion. And one more. And up. All right. Hands down. Bring them behind you. Feel free to interlock the fingers, pull the shoulders back, and the shoulders down. You can bring the chin back down to the chest. And slowly release those arms and shake it out. We're going to bring the feet. I'm going to come into a nice butterfly position and slide them out just a little bit. You can readjust as needed. From here, we're going to take those arms, turn towards your right, left hand behind the right knee, turn and look behind you. Take a nice little twist, hold, bring it back over to the left. Back in line. From here, we're going to hinge at the hips and just bring it over, pressing through our spine, bringing your nose as close to your toes as possible. And inhale, back up. We're going to bring our feet out in front of us for a nice, quick little hamstring stretch. We're going to gauge how far we come towards the end of class. We're going to do these again at the end. So reach for your toes. And give it a nice light stretch here. Turn those toes out towards the corner. So think little penguin feet, bring the heels in, toes apart, and reach one more time. Nice light stretch. Inhale, come on up. We are going to scoot the hips forward, lay it down on our back. And we are going to come into our tabletop position. So tabletop is our knees in line with hips. You can flex those feet. And in this position, you should feel your core working to keep that low back pressed into the floor. You'll notice your low back will want to pop up, roll those hips back, turn that core on. And we're going to flex the feet, and we're going to bring the arms out to the side, and we're going to do some little windshield wipers. So we're going to bring both knees over to the right. And bring the left knee back up to center. And let the right knee follow. Same thing over to the left. Both knees come down at the same time, keeping it controlled. And you can either bring both knees back at the same time or go one at a time. Again, keeping that low back pressed into the floor. One more time, side to side. And to the left. Back to center. Go ahead and give those knees a nice little hug. You can pull behind the knees, and you can pull them as close to you as possible, or you can go on the front and pull them towards your armpits is the best way to pull and stretch those hip flexors. Release that right leg and straighten it out. Press that heel into the floor. And we're going to bring the left knee up and over. For that cross stretch, reach that left arm out to the side. Bend that left leg straight on the other side if you'd like to increase your stretch down the side of that hip. And bend it back in line. We're going to bring it in. Both knees back in. Hold your right. Extend the left out. Make sure it's pressing into the floor. Right knee up and over. Right arm reaches to the side. Try to keep both shoulders square to the ceiling. Take it up a notch by extending that leg straight. Bend it back in. Bring it back in line. We're going to bring both knees back into our chest. We're going to go into our rocks. So you can go side to side. And then we're going to go forward and back. Getting a little bit of momentum here. Rolling out through that spine. Again, these are really good to help get all your spinal fluid moving. Roll it through. We'll do one more and then come up to a seated position. And then we're going to come into a nice little stag position. So I have my right leg in front. Doesn't matter which one you have in front first. We're just going to bring it over this right knee. And we're going to bring it down onto the elbows. And if this is not enough stretch for you, you can go into a normal pigeon, which is just extending this back leg straight and then rotating those hips square to the floor. So we have our hips kind of splayed out towards the side. Come into a pigeon, which is here, if you'd like to increase your stretch. We're going to hold it down on those elbows. We're going to take some nice deep breaths. Think about 25 to 30 seconds. So Now really hold it here. Inhale up. Get back into our stag position. We're going to go side, toes stay on the ground in your little stag position. You're going to roll back onto your butt. Knees come up. Rotate, face the other side. I'm going to bring it back. Try not to use your hands here, otherwise feel free to place them on the ground. We're just rotating side to side. This is the mobility for the hips. Back to the right. Back to the left. Keeping those toes down. It's okay if you start inching forward. I know I tend to. And we'll bring it over that left knee. And hold here. Come into a pigeon if you'd like to extend it, make it a little bit more intense. And send the back knee in, come on out of it, and bring it onto all fours. All right, from here, you have two options for your thread the needle. You can stay up on your knees, or you can rock back into a child's pose and thread it here. So we're using our left arm, send it through. Sometimes people like to do it up from here and stay up. This is going to be a little bit more intense of a stretch, and you're going to get a little bit more rotation out of it. You're going to feel it more in that back. So options, or sit it back here and hang out. Reach the arm as far as you can. And slowly come on out of it. We're going to inhale back up onto all fours. Go ahead and come. We're going to go arching the back. And then bring the chin up for cow. We're going to repeat one more time. Inhale. Pressing up through the spine. And exhale. And come back to neutral. Take that right arm, send it through. And bring it back up. Go ahead and take that left leg and bring it forward. Think about a right angle here. You can bring it a little bit forward if you'd like. Place that right hand down. And we are going to bring our left arm up to the ceiling. Ooh, on a cramp in that hip. Bring it back in line. And from here, we can extend this foot further forward and then walk those hands further out with it. So just making this a nice deep or low lunge here. Keeping those hips square. Sit it back, flex the foot, stretch through this leg. Feel free to, I don't know how to describe it, but rock side to side. You can feel the stretch coming up that low back as you lean more to the left. And then don't feel it as much when you lean to the right, but I like to do a cross stretch here. You get that nice going up those erectors in your back. Bring it back in line, send it back. Right leg comes forward. Left hand comes down, right arm comes up. Both hands on the inside of that foot. Scooch it forward. Press the hips down. Walk those hands up. Hold here. Think of pressing the hips forward but down. Inhale, sit back. Straighten out that leg the best you can. And from here, we can walk it. You can put your hands on the other side of this right leg. Sit it back. Send that leg back. We're going to come into a child's pose. Feel free to have the knees open, toes apart, or knees right underneath you. Slide those hands out as far as they can go, and then rest the forehead on the ground. We're going to sit here for about 10 seconds. Take some nice deep breaths. And slowly come on up out of it. Inhale. Take it out, roll those shoulders back. Take some time to stretch out your hands today. Pull the fingertips back. You guys know the deal. If you didn't hydrate today, go drink some water. Try to get outside. Have a wonderful rest of your day, everyone. Bye.